Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Meme Gamer here, and today we are going to be looking at top 10 Nintendo Directs, a video by a YouTuber called Nathaniel Bandy. So it seems that like the era of the Directs is over, guys. And we didn't get a single Direct in 2020 to just reveal anything. But yeah, guys, it seems that they are finally over. So we're gonna watch this, and we're gonna see what were the best directs.
Hi there. We didn't get a single general direct in 2020.
In like case of like ranking them, like I don't really like remember like every single one.
While these weren't
I don't really remember like the
definitely not
specific
the same thing
ones.
as a general direct. The reasoning is probably because of current world events right now, but it could also be that Nintendo is just done making them in general. And if that's the case, let's go ahead and reminisce on the 10 best ones from the past. This list is based off the game's future, as well as the overall presentation and pacing of each direct. So without further ado, please take a look.
Okay.
Rewatching all of these directs was a blessing for two main reasons. One,
2013, yeah, I actually remember those.
The pacing of directs has changed drastically over the years. At the beginning, Iwata was the main speaker, and would sometimes switch to Reggie or Miyamoto. Instead of just showing a trailer and moving on, they would also go really deep into the details of the game. And I don't mean like one or two of the big titles, I mean most titles. You can really feel the passion Iwata had with these presentations. It has a charm that I don't think will ever be matched again. Saying all that, however, there are moments when these directs dragged on and on. A lot of these announcements are small details that in today's age we'd see Nintendo tweet out and never speak of again. As an example, I don't really think it was necessary to talk about NES Remix or Dr. Luigi for as long as they did. This was still the beginning though, so it's expected as they were figuring these things out. Besides the slower pacing, the game announcements were really solid. The big ones included Hyrule Warriors, Rosalina being revealed in Smash Bros. 4, and a new trailer for Mario Kart 8. A lot of this presentation was showcasing games that were already announced previously, such as Kirby Triple Deluxe, Sonic Lost World, and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Not every game was a winner, and that can be said with, well, every single direct. We got details on Wii Sports Club and Yoshi's New Island, which weren't Nintendo's greatest products. This was Nintendo's
It was like they were
beginnings,
trying to like. It was like they were trying to like hype them up for like years. The viewers. Like literally.
2014 was wrapping up, and a lot of the games previewed in this direct were already well known. Captain Toad was showing off snippets of each stage, Kirby's Rainbow Curse has multiplayer, and there was lots and lots of news on Amiibo, which makes sense considering.
Oh yeah, I remember this one too.
Even though a lot of the games weren't new, we did get some really cool updates. Like Duck Hunt Dog was added to Smash, Mario Kart 8 was getting DLC, and Splatoon's single player was looking really fresh. The beginning was also fantastic, with the trailer of Majora's Mask 3D.
Let me know, guys. Do any of you guys main Duck Hunt in Smash Ultimate right now?
This direct had a lot of information, and the presentation felt really smooth. There were a couple slow moments.
If so, how does he work competitively? I gotta know that.
Minutes flew right by. 2015 was a rough year due to the passing of Mr. Iwata. This was the first direct without him, and Reggie starts by saying thank you for all the kind messages. It was a bad time to be a Nintendo fan, not only because of Iwata's passing, but also the games we were getting. This direct goes over Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, Star Fox Zero, and Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. It's not all bad,
Star Fox Zero.
Actually a pretty decent
I saw a lot of
direct.
hate on Twitter for that.
Smash Bros, which was a huge deal. Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow were coming
also
to the 3DS.
A huge mistake.
Twilight Princess HD was in the works, and we got updates for Splatoon and Super Mario Maker. I also appreciate the donut skit for promoting Yokai Watch. It's hilarious and feels like something that would come from Iwata's production. Interestingly enough though, a lot of Nintendo skits weren't labeled as Nintendo Directs, so it's for that reason they aren't included in this top 10. There was also an update for Triforce Heroes, Pokemon Tournament, and Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon.
Man.
It was a pretty packed direct, and a very
I felt like a long time ago. And like it was like in 2000, like what? He died in like 2014, right?
Now on to our first modern direct.
Yeah.
The one that was held on February 13th, 2019 started with an absolute banger. It was pretty obvious that a sequel to Mario Maker or a port was coming to the Switch, and we got an awesome trailer detailing all sorts of things you'd never expect, like getting Mario 3D World as a new game style. I also love how cheeky this trailer is. Nintendo knew how badly people wanted slopes, so within the first 30 seconds, that's
Super Mario 3D World,
there was also some good information on
style
Dragon
on
Quest Builders 2, Dragon Quest 11S,
game.
Astral Chain, and we were shown
I
Link's
just don't
Awakening
like it
for the first time. And I'll never forget when I made a joke about seeing the Tetris piece in the preview screen, and I was like, oh yeah, this is a battle royale, haha. And then 5 seconds later, my joke was real. There was some good updates and reveals, but the pacing definitely gets slow.
Imagine turning like
Dragon Quest and Fire Emblem in particular goes on for much longer than it really needs to. It honestly feels like Nintendo was forcing these games down everyone's throats. And that's not to say they're bad games or anything, but it was a little excessive on information and would fit better as a single game-focused direct. This issue is honestly apparent in a lot of directs, where they'll go from spending 30 seconds talking about a game, then suddenly shift to 3 to 5 minutes. It's really jarring. Personally, I feel like you shouldn't spend more than 60 to 90 seconds on a game, but that's just my thoughts. And can we talk about how Nintendo said there was an update to Smash Bros, but then pedaled back and told us nothing? Maybe this update was originally delayed or something, but why bother teasing an update to an
It's like they were trying to like save us. It's like they were trying to save us.
Already released game. Some other small announcements include Captain Toad DLC, Box Boy plus Box
Wasn't
Girl,
that the update where like
Special, Grid Autosport,
Pikachu
Mortal
got
Kombat 11, and Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. For the most part, all the games
Bro, Mortal
shown
Kombat
looked pretty
11.
good,
I stopped playing that game
Dead
like
by Daylight. Yeah, that straight up
6
looks like
months
a PS2
ago.
game. They started
I still have it on
2019
my
off well with
Xbox.
some
It's just
heavy
that, you know. Xbox right's here, by the way. Gotta fix my
This was the beginning of a new era for Nintendo Directs. April 12, 2017 tried something completely new. Instead of constantly cutting to the host after each game, a slide would switch to something else and the narration would just continue. This was an absolute game changer. While Iwata's charm unfortunately is no longer felt, these newer directs do a better job at delivering information in succession. They start off by talking about some 3DS games, and then move over to the Switch. This was getting close to the end of the 3DS, so it wasn't really getting the massive games it used to. Case in point, this game you're looking at. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh though, there was still some decent games shown off, like Miitopia, Yokai Watch 2, and the Kirby stuff. The main event, of course, was everything on the Switch, especially since the console had just launched a month before this direct. Lots of ARM details were shared. Splatoon 2 revealed Salmon Run. We got to see Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Ultra Street Fighter 2, Minecraft, Sonic Mania, and Sonic Forces. I will say that the ARM segment went on for way longer than it should have, which, you know, I get it. They're trying to explain how this brand new game works, but there was also an ARMS Direct a month after this, so I don't really see the reasoning for going into so much detail for this general direct. But
yeah,
just
like
so much announced.
Just put it like just put the whole thing into like that one direct. Just put the whole thing into that one direct.
So, I was not expecting a brand new Luigi's Mansion 3 right off the bat. It's not one of Nintendo's biggest series, so seeing it in the spotlight like this was a great start. This direct had a lot of really
brought it
cool
back
and unexpected announcements. Animal Crossing was not only teased, but they also revealed Isabelle for Smash Bros at the same time. I will never forget how crazy of a debate that was. We were led to believe it was an Animal Crossing announcement, then it turned into Smash Bros, and just when everything seemed to be wrapping up, that's when the Animal Crossing teaser hit us. We also got some Splatoon 2 updates, Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn was announced, Yoshi's Crafted World had a new trailer, and there was tons and tons of Final Fantasy games. Just a boatload of ports were announced. In fact, a total of 8 Final Fantasy ports in one direct. This was also our first time discovering who Peachette was,
and put Advent Child on
the
Switch
Bowsette
next.
Turned into this massive meme. The main negative with this direct was Nintendo Switch Online, which of course has yet to be improved even to this day. I know the topic has been done to death at this point, but it really is pathetic how bad the online service is. We're basically just paying for NES and SNES games. And of course Nintendo was selling NES controllers to work with the Switch, because of course they would. They will straight up sell the same NES games and controllers for the next 8 million years. Besides that,
Nintendo,
there were
I don't want to face the same player 2 times in a row just so I can just so my GSP can fall under 5 million. All right, I don't want to do that.
So many great announcements that I didn't even get to, like Katamari Damacy, Civilization 4, and The World Ends With You, among many others.
Like, I'll be playing Ganondorf, and I'll lose to a Donkey Kong, and then, like, I won't rematch, and I'll just go into the same person, and then he'll pick somebody like a Pikachu or something. Bullshit.
Smash Bros. For Wii U was hot off the press, and nobody knew what was coming next. Within 20 seconds, Mewtwo and Lucas were confirmed for a reappearance in Smash Bros., as well as several Mii costumes. On top of that is one of the wildest things Nintendo has ever attempted,
honestly,
the Smash Bros. Fighter
Ballot. It honestly should have been like
Snake
instead of Mewtwo, in my opinion.
Actually come to fruition is still so cool. I'm really curious how many times SpongeBob and Shrek were voted in this ballot, since a lot of people didn't take it that seriously. But apparently we got Bayonetta out of the ballot, which seems like a weird choice, but I won't complain. And this was just one part of the Direct.
It was definitely like a worse choice.
Nintendo DS on Virtual
Say that.
Console, Mario
Definitely
Kart
a worse
8 DLC
choice.
Pack 2 revealed, as well as 200cc.
Hated Bayonetta in Smash 4.
Cross Fire Emblem. Speaking of
Hated
Fire Emblem,
her.
there was a brand new trailer for that as well. And Yoshi's Woolly World showed more gameplay, including a Yarn Yoshi amiibo. And Splatoon was also showing off more
How does
modes,
that even?
plus
How
its
does that
own
even
set of
work?
amiibo. 2015 was the
If
year
you guys
that
own
I
that,
bought
like,
the
please
most
let me know.
amiibo. And while I don't really use them anymore, I still gleam and joy looking at them and remembering all the time and effort it took to collect them all. There wasn't really anything lame covered in this Direct, outside of Amiibo Tap, which was just a marketing gimmick to get you to buy Virtual Console games. It's harmless, though. At least Nintendo tried to make these amiibo more valuable.
Yeah.
This is one of those rare times where a Nintendo Direct was labeled as such during E3. Usually they're called digital events or just Nintendo at E3, but this was specifically a Direct. And my god, did we get one hell of a show. It starts off with Pokemon X and Y and reveals a brand new type, which was Fairy. That was pretty surprising on its own, but that is only the beginning. Super Mario 3D World was revealed for the first time, and so was Mario Kart 8. Getting two massive Mario titles announced
it
in
was
one
this one.
Direct
I
like
remember
this
this one,
is
actually.
extremely rare,
I actually
but that
remember
wasn't
this
all.
one.
Wind Waker HD was also shown, and the same for Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, Bayonetta 2, and Xenoblade Chronicles X. All of these are huge hits for the system, but I've been saving one game in particular. This trailer is the reason I have a YouTube channel at all. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS was also shown for the first time.
Bro, I miss Smash 4.
Were so impressive for both
I miss
systems.
Smash 4.
And new to the roster was Villager in a very,
if anybody has like a
very
Wii U they don't need anymore, hit me up. I've actually seen this. Bro, what's with that delay? Look at it. Go back. See, it didn't even show like that. It like did the like Mega Man like do sound effect, and then like it didn't even switch to the helmet.
Oh my god! They're adding Mega Man! Holy, oh my god!
That was hype back in the day, though. That was very hype back in the day.
This was the most powerful reaction I think I've ever had for a video game. Literally a couple months before this trailer, I had just discovered Mega Man.
That was like so hype, by the way. Back
so
like,
seeing him
if you watched it live, like that was like so hype.
A certain level of joy that I don't know if I can ever express again. It wasn't even just the fact that it was Mega Man, though. The reveal trailer was in beautiful CGI, and the music is so hype-inducing. Even to this day, this trailer still gives me chills. It's just that damn good. There were a few other smaller games announced too, like Wii Fit U and Wii Party U, but the sheer quantity of AAA games shown makes this one of the best Directs of all time. It set an extremely high standard for what Directs can be. The only downside is some of the games were shown on screen for a little too long, but otherwise it was simply awesome.
Yeah, I miss Smash 4.
Starting and finishing a Direct with Smash Bros. Reveals is one of the best ways to go about these events. First up was Hero, which was a pretty big deal in Japan, and then Banjo, which was a big deal in the West. I watched this Direct with a minus.
I didn't honestly really like
hype.
either of them.
What? It is not Funky Kong mode? Funky Kong! Funky Kong!
This was a lot like the September 2018 Direct, where there was just a massive amount of games shown. And I think what's shown here was even higher.
They could have made Banjo so much better. Like come on, like his like movement in the game is so awkward.
We got another
like
trailer
God.
for Link's Awakening, Cadence of Hyrule, Trials of Mana, The Witcher 3, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and No More Heroes 3. And that's not all games with 3 in the title. Luigi's Mansion 3 had another trailer, and the graphics had a serious blow up compared to the last time we'd seen the game. The third-party support was still ridiculously good, and even the smaller games like Mario and Sonic at the 2020 Olympic Games were looking better than ever. And the ending is simply wild, with a Breath of the Wild 2 teaser and our first look at Animal Crossing New Horizons. This was another E3 themed direct, so all these huge announcements make sense in the grand scheme of things. They even had Bowser and Doug Bowser at the beginning, which was a fun homage to how directs used to be with Iwata. This direct is hard to
still
time, but it is only
the banjo reveal was still hype. The banjo reveal was still hype.
I'll admit it, I had trouble picking between this direct and the E3 2019 one. I decided to go with this one simply for the fact that the overall pacing is better, and the third-party support is the greatest we've seen yet. It starts off with fairly decent 3DS reveals, such as WarioWare Gold and a remake of Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. Then we have Detective Pikachu and Luigi's Mansion 3DS before wrapping up. For this late in the 3DS life cycle, that's a pretty solid lineup. Things get really good though with the Switch. A year in and we're still getting some great games. Some of these include Kirby Star Allies, Dark Souls plus an amiibo, Mario Tennis Aces, Captain Toad, Undertale, Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, the Crash Trilogy, and even South Park. The third-party support is amazing, and it really proved that the Switch can hold up with the other companies. And they've got the slight advantage of being able to take these massive games on the go. So lots of people over the past couple of years have been getting the third-party games on the Switch for that reason alone. The end of this direct seals up everything perfectly. Splatoon gets a massive update, then we get this incredible trailer
if anything, honestly, I think the best Nintendo Direct was the Smash Bros. Ultimate reveal. The one where they like revealed like Inkling and Smash, you know. They showed like Mario and like Link in his Breath of the Wild. Yeah, that one.
For the Octo expansion
I think
DLC,
it's that one.
Let me tell you, I've watched this trailer so many times simply for the music. It has to be the best expansion pack DLC Nintendo has ever offered. And following that was a one more thing.
Never played it.
We see Splatoon once again, but it isn't Splatoon 2. The scene gets really dark. Inkling
Oh, was it
slowly
this one?
turns herself around, eyes wide open, and the Smash logo appears in her pupil,
Oh, I guess
revealing
it's this
the
one then.
next Smash Bros. Game. The build up to this moment was so impactful.
Yeah,
that
this is the best one.
trailer
This is the
turned
best
into
one
a
in my opinion.
mainstream meme for months. This trailer is so dark and foreboding, which is so different than what Nintendo usually does, and it was a nice breath of fresh air. This is a direct that I will never forget for its never-ending surprises.
So, what did you think? Did you agree with my choices on the before announcement?
This video is sponsored by...
Alright guys, that's gonna be it. So comment down below, what do you think is the best what do you guys think is the best Nintendo Direct of like all time? Like literally like all time. 3DS, Wii U, Switch, like all that. What do you guys think is the best of all time? Guys, let me know and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.